Hey there, I wanted to come here today and talk about how we can track our overtraining recovery. I think we all know that if we are in this super tired, exhausted state and we are not able to finish our workouts, our workout motivation is low, we know that we are overtraining. And then when we start making improvements, we start maybe resting more or we take every other day off from gym, we start feeling better. Our energy comes back and maybe we sleep a little bit better. But if you'd like to have some data in front of you, some numbers in front of you, then this video is going to teach you what to look for. Okay, so the first thing is that your body temperature goes up. Of course, you're going to start feeling your hands are warmer, your feet are warmer, but also you can take your body temperature in the morning and see where you're at. And if your body temperature goes up to about 97.7 or 8, then this is how you know that you are in a really good place and your metabolism is waking up. Now, of course, this number changes, especially for women who ovulate. Then after ovulation, this number goes up higher. Then it goes even over 98 something. And this is how it's supposed to be. But overall, your body temperature should be somewhere around 97.7 or 8. And when we are in this really overtrained state, it's in 96 point something, maybe low 97 point something. So that's one thing to look for. The other thing is the sleep. Okay, so a lot of us sleep only 5-6 hours a night, sometimes even 4 hours a night, and then we run to that early boot camp class, whatever class, or run on a treadmill, whatever. And then we only sleep 4 or 5 hours. And a lot of times it's not by choice. It's not that we want to sleep that little. It's also because we can't sleep any longer. One of the cool things about overtraining recovery is that we start sleeping longer and also deeper. Now your sleep probably goes from 4 to 6 on average to 7, and then maybe even up to 8 hours when you start giving yourself more rest and when your body comes back to normal. All right, then the next thing is bowel movements. A lot of us suffer from constipation, right? Raise your hand if you've been overtrained and had severe constipation. Now, when things start getting better, our metabolism wakes up, we have more energy, then we should have bowel movements at least once a day. If more, then that's even better. I know some people who haven't had bowel movements for weeks, for 2 weeks, and you can only imagine how hard that is. So this is definitely another sign that your body is recovering. All right, now let's talk about periods too. If you're somebody whose period has gone missing, then if you really rest and recover enough and get your body back to a safe place, this is where your period comes back. Okay, it may not happen as quickly as we want to. It may not be ideal at first. It may not be like the perfect 28-day cycle, but it will come back. That's another way to track and measure your overtraining recovery. And the last thing is your body weight. Overall, I'm not a fan of weighing yourself every day. I don't weigh myself. I don't even own a scale. But those of you who do, just to know that your body weight should stay relatively stable without any crazy effort. When we're overtraining, it takes a lot of work to keep the body weight low. I remember when I did that, I was 135 or so pounds, 62 kilograms. I had to work hard to maintain that weight. I had to run 10K every single morning and keep my calories low. And I was able to keep that weight low. Now, when I started eating more, my weight went up because I started eating normally. And what I had done before was not normal for me. So now I'm up at weight where my body it's just there. It's stable. I don't weigh myself, but I can tell based on how my clothes fit. And I don't have to do anything extreme. I work out usually 4 times a week and eating according to my hunger signals, and that's it. So the last thing is that your body weight will be stable, relatively stable with very minimal fluctuations, and it doesn't take a ton of work to keep it that way. All right, so here are your 5 things. This is how you know that your overtraining recovery is paying off. Your body temperature goes up to about 97.7 or 8 in the morning. Then your sleep should go from 5-6 crappy hours to 7 and 8 hours, or even maybe more. You should be getting your bowel movements at least once a day. Your period should come back. And then lastly, your body weight should stay stable. So this is how you know that you are on your right path.